Okay, so my name is Saulo. I actually Saulo, but I know some friends of mine that are from North America, and they call me Saul because Saulo is not. They don't usually.
Yeah, and it's better called Saul.
So.
Great.
It comes naturally to me when I'm speaking English to call myself Saul. It's Saulo, and the rest of the one I know. So I'll introduce first myself, and I picked up some topics, and I'll tell about all of them in one single story. So let's begin. Introduce myself. I'm Saulo. I'm 24 years old, and when I was 5, I learned my first video game. It was a Super Nintendo, and it got me curious. How does that work? It was a thing that came to me, and how do I press a button and the thing in the TV moves? I remember my mom saying, "How do they fit such a thing inside a small thing?" And you know, the cartridge is not small. It's a huge thing and can't even store that much data. So for now, looking back, it's weird. But I got curious, and I was a curious child. Different from Junior, I'm not a dreamer. I am very curious, and I want to know how the things work. I usually, broke my toys to see how they were inside. And so time goes by, I earned my computer, and I wanted to make a game. I was 11, 12. And I began to interact, and I read somewhere that to do things, to do a video game, you gotta learn how to code. And I didn't know at the time how to do that. It was a bunch of lines with weird words, and I didn't know English as well. But the time went by, and I decided, well, I'll do it. And when I was 15, I started to study JavaScript and other languages, and that's how I decided to study analysis movement systems in FATEC. So I went there, I passed, and I entered FATEC, and at the time, first semester, I dropped out. That's not what I want to do, and Andrew was saying about having supportive parents, my dad's really, he's supportive. And that's a problem, because I say, "Dad, I want to make games." And he said, "Okay." So I went to Morumbi to study game design, and I graduated game design. And there I went there focused on learning how to program. And that's not exactly what the designer does, right? I've always drawn. It's a test of drew. I always drew. And so was not a problem for me to fit in the art world, but it changed everything. It's like you start to learn something you like. It's not something you like anymore. It's something you need to know more, and you keep on that loop, and you start to view things in different ways. So I learned about philosophy of game, and yes, there's philosophy in games, game design. I went to art history and of course programming, and that was a weird experience for me because it's not a field that you actually have here in Brazil. You don't have that many companies doing games right now, and the companies that are here, they don't make great games. They're not good. They're not great. Like big game. It's more mobile games, and I've never been a mobile gamer. But yeah, after that, I tried to start work as I don't have many experience. Everyone here says like, oh, I want to help people. I want to, sorry, I don't share that dreams. I want to do things that I think is important for me. And for me, I want to do great things that I am proud of, and they're not involved about other people's. My dream is to actually release a game. And it's not exactly about the people that are going to play it, it's more about taking a piece of me, set it into the internet, and someone seeing it. That's what's important for me. And another future plans, I want to study math, because I know lately I've been consuming too much videos about math and how it's related to art, as you said, and some shapes that can be created by some simple equations are mind-blowing for me, and I want to go there to improve my programming ability, and I want to learn German. That's another thing I want to do. I know, my mom speaks German, but she doesn't want to teach me. Yeah, that's basically it.